So one of the few things that I've learned by growing up as a creator in the community, and I get a lot of questions as well, like in my DMs and stuff like that from other creators, like asking me tips on how to be a YouTuber and stuff like that, how you manage school with YouTube and stuff like that, and how you get editors and stuff like that and stuff shit like that. So I thought I'd make a video where I pretty much have a message to all creators, all future creators really, because I feel like so many people nowadays, especially the new ones that are like blowing up and stuff like that, some of them just like they don't really know how to treat people the right way. You know what I mean? I've edited for quite a few people, and I also edit my own videos. I primarily edit my own videos. I sometimes get my editor Kai. I recently got another editor as well, which is my good friend Chubi, which I have been friends with for well over 2 years now, I think, actually, which is kind of crazy. He's actually the one running the Explaining Jonah account on Twitter. But anyway, those are my two now editors, I suppose, and they have both been great. I like the editing styles, both of them. They are, you know, great people. If you want to be a creator in the community, okay, and if you want to have an editor, right, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't want to really edit your own videos and stuff like that because it will take too much time and, you know, scheduling and all that shit, you know, like that's fine. I totally get that. And also depends like what type of videos you're gonna make and stuff like that. If you are gonna get an editor, right, you need to respect them. Okay, treat them like human, bro. Like, and also same with thumbnail creators as well. Treat them with human. Treat them like human, man. I've seen so many YouTubers that nowadays that just like they lose all like common sense just because these people work for them. Coming as a former editor for a lot of other channels, thankfully though, most of the people I've edited for have been very nice to me. So I've been very lucky on that. I haven't really had many bad experiences with other YouTubers, especially the ones I haven't edited for at least. Essentially, I see so many of these creators like they almost feel entitled because they are working for them. Like I don't understand some of these people's mindset, man. It doesn't really make sense. Why is this guy running so much? Like, just die. Okay, sorry. Like some of these YouTubers, they have such high expectations for these people. I feel like some of them, like you know the saying, when you tell someone to do something mentally, you know that saying. I don't really know if it's a saying, but I feel like that's a lot of these YouTubers' issues sometimes, because they thought they told them, but in reality they just didn't. The editor or the thumbnail creator or whatever, they just kind of misunderstood what they were actually trying to achieve with what they said. Some of these creators, they just need to communicate with these people, bro. I have a very big tip for the people that want to get an editor, and I understand that it is a very big task to edit your own videos and stuff like that. I get that. Get someone you're friends with, get someone you actually have good chemistry with. Don't just get someone that you don't really know how to talk to, that you just have for business. I mean, that's fine as well if you want to do that, if that's how you want to roll. I'm not trying to say that. You can also have a perfectly good relationship with someone if they are purely for business, like purely for editing. I get that. Honestly, in my experience, almost every single time it works. The longest client I had when I was editing for people, it was Just Dash. And I talked about her in my previous video where I talked about how the YouTubers I've edited for. The reason I talked about Just Dash is because, again, she was the longest client that I had. It's fairly self-explanatory. We were just good friends, we clicked together. We had good chemistry. I think that's why getting an editor that you actually are friends with and you can actually have a conversation with and stuff like that would make editing and explaining to them a whole lot easier for you. I 100% support that decision to do that. If you want to have an editor for your channel, that's cool, and if you want to take to the business, but just let them know. Okay, just let them know. Communicate with them. They're human too. They're not your fucking work machine that you just throw a bunch of footage to and then you get the video. No, they are human. That's a human behind that screen that's editing for you, putting 15 hours into your fucking video, making sure that your channel is running and generating money and views, right? So respect them, for the love of God. Please just respect them, man. They are working so hard for you. It is kind of shocking that like this kind of needs to be said right now. Not many people are saying it, to be honest. There's been so many there are a lot of people out there that just like, they just don't care, like they have like no sense. Like some people, they have just no, oh, what, that is a cool, anyway. Let's say your editor does a mistake, yeah? Maybe the text was a bit off sync or something like that, or whatever. Like just a simple mistake, yeah? The mistake doesn't really impact the video, but it's still there. It's still visible, but it's fine, it's not like a very high, it's not like a fucking you put up a picture of a penis on the screen for like 5 seconds. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. Like maybe the music was a bit too loud in that clip. Or something like that. Something very minor. Anyway, let me just tell you, if my editor does that, if Kai or Chubi does that, okay, I say if the music is too loud or whatever, right? Yes, okay, in this clip, it was a bit too loud, right? It was a bit too loud. I don't make them redo it. I make them redo it for the next video they make. I know how much effort it takes to go into the video again, to lower the volume a little bit more, just for you to render it, to take another half an hour to render, and then send it over to Google Drive, which a lot of people have a slow internet speed, which can take up to 2 hours sometimes. You can just see how much time is wasted there, just because you wanted to fix that one little mistake, just because the music was slightly too loud. I'll just say, okay, fine, just do that, just make sure you have that for the next video. It really is just common sense to me. You tell them respectfully, listen, here, it's a bit too loud, you know, that's fine, but just make sure it's that for the next video. Respect them, okay? Respect people. And please, oh my god, I don't know why I even need to say this either, but pay your damn editors, bro. Holy shit. Pay them. Expect to pay them more, honestly. Don't go into the mindset that you want to have a cheap ass editor. No, don't do that. If you want to have an editor, expect to pay way overpriced, okay? Expect that. Because they, right, listen, they are putting in the work for you, all right? You're the one recording, yeah? You're the big YouTube guy, I get that. But you also have to put in the work to pay. All right, you have to provide with them. If they don't like you, right, they're not going to put in that much effort. I'm just letting you know. And that's what I'm saying. Chemistry matters with the shit, because if they like you, they will probably put more effort into the video. So, for the love of God, pay them. For the love of God, just pay them, bro. And if anything, if they do a good job, pay them more. Tip, it's like a tip, you know? It's just a nice gesture. I don't understand why some people have such a hard time doing this. Some people, they go into people that want to edit for them without the mindset that they are probably going to spend a lot of money on them. Or they don't even go to the mindset of negotiating with them. You know, like said, okay, all right, so I'm a bit low on money right now, but what if like what if you edit like 2 videos and I'll pay you like blah, blah, stuff like that. You know, some YouTubers, they just don't go into that mindset, and I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. You're a YouTuber, you make videos. Like, sorry, that was a long ass rant. I'm sorry, I got a bit off track there, but yeah, thanks for hearing me out. If you have been listening to this entire thing, comment respect in the comments if you watched it this far. Subscribe, like,